The story continues. This chapter from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. For the Nets, the best record in the NBA. And it's no accident. An elite team that expects to win every time they take the floor is next, right after this. Welcome, folks. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can
substitute for balance. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. LeBron James is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Bryant in at the two spot. Now here's Kobe. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And you really got to appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot from deep, he's going to make you pay.
Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kobe kicks to Jordan. The three from KD. And the Nets on another three. And it's Durant with the rebound. In the corner, Harden fires the three. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
The playmaking skills of Kevin Durant on display. Capable of whipping passes to open teammates.
Shoots the three. Good on the shot.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And here's LeBron outside. That shot. No good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Stolen by Harden. Jordan dishes to James. Pulls it up. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Bryant fires James. Clock at 6. Bangs home the trifecta. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 6 points for him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Kobe for three. Cut the line to the middle. Jacks up a three. That's basket number 2. With his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
From downtown, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets leading by 9. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what it's all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Piece of it. Defended by Bryant. 14 feet away. And the basket good. A back shot. Like that time.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get on the ball. Any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And what you like about Anunoby is how efficient he's become. Good to great shot selection. Hits for a solid percentage from the field, from three, and from the line.
Now here's LeBron. 17 points in his last outing. Dragic finds Van Vliet. Puts up a three. Bryant with the rebound.
And another efficiency of Anunoby's, he takes care of the rock.
And for a young player, you're right, GA, he makes very few mistakes. And if he does make a mistake, they don't pile up and become a problem. He just moves on to the next play.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Shot to stop the run. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Toronto with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Wasted no time on that one. 20 points for him.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Three from Bryant, drills it from outside. Bryant's got 9 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a goal.
Buries the long range jumper.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Durant finds Bryant. Back to Durant for 3. And the Bronx, another 3.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Takes the 3. Grabs the miss.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid in the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
That's a real nice looking deep three ball there.
From deep LeBron, that's good. And a nice assist from Durant. James has got his third basket of the night right there.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
So for the Nets, Yao, he's checked in for Jordan. Bird comes in for LeBron. And Chance subbed in for Kevin Durant. Back to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 29 points.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
From deep Harden. And the Nets on another three.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Get that bucket in no time at all. Bryant's got 12.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Right wing. Here's Champ. And the Nets on another three.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
And Toronto, no up.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Three-pointer, Bird.
Disbelief here. Triple after triple.
To halt the run, and the bank shot is good.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
And it's Yao. That time the assist from Harden.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
This one for three. Bryant with the rebound. Kobe's got his fourth rebound in this one.
Yo, who got Kobe?
And he uses the glass on the layup. Yao's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Drops in the tray.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Fires from the wing. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
It's stolen by Bryant. Pull-up jumper, and that one's good. Yao. Yao's got 6.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And here's Bird for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat. Turned all the way up in this first half.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Stolen. And that one, good. 33 points for him.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Here's Yao. Off target with his three. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home. Much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you can see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Now here's Bird. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And here are the Raptors now. Yao Ming missing on the three. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 5.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Lets the three fly. Birch grab the nets. Running. And now a chance to hear LeBron James expound.
More delicate than defense.
You know, Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
Underneath in the post, Siakam and Boucher. And Van Vliet out there with Dragic. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Three-pointer, Bird, and the Bronx. Another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something,
Out of bounds.
but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. OG Anunoby's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And this is year 1 of LeBron's two-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings. the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Will it go? And again, no good by Toronto. LeBron passes to Jordan. Durant with it from deep three-point range. That shot no good. Van Vliet against Jordan. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Van Vliet, and stolen by LeBron. KD on the wing over Dragic, and there's KD. That's good on the assist by Bird. Durant's got 11 points.
From the mid-range, it's like a lay-in for KD. Easy money.
Dragic taking his time here. No good. Good D by LeBron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The awareness of LeBron knows where everyone is on the floor at all times.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Boucher kicks to Van Vliet. Jordan with some nice D.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Jordan against Van Vliet. He dishes it to Dragic. To end the cold streak, sinks the triple. He's got 12.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
And here's Harden. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And he gets the bucket. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Dragic against Durant. Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely.
Yeah, the defender in position there and with a height advantage. The fade away was really his only choice, but still a tough shot. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
LeBron outside. Nets passing it around. Harden outside. Great play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got his 5th assist in this one.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Anunoby with the screen for Dragic. A rebound by the Nets. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Just an all-around stellar team effort. Everybody on the floor was communicating exceptionally well.
Here's Van Vliet. Out to the wing. They need this. Hands it from downtown.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
From deep, LeBron. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Dragic with it. KD's on him. And he makes that one.
Such a big part of Gorn's game, the dribble drive.
And 3 from Jordan. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Inside, here's Boucher. And a dunk by Boucher.
And he wanted every everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. Not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now, forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Down low. Out to the right wing. That one is not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. Lopez finds Lopez. Here's the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the wing right side. To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Irving dishes to Lopez. For the three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That wing athleticism and toughness. The future for Anunoby is very bright.
Here's Lopez. For Griffin. There's the three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Griffin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Fades. Nice touch on the back shot. 17 points in the game.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
From outside, off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
To the inside. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Releases. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And for the Bronx, they're shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. And there it is for him. Griffin's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To the middle. Here's Trent. They get the rebound. Out left to the wing. Now the pass to Anunoby. To the wing on the left. Goes back up. Bronx grabs the miss. Now Lopez. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in. Irving's got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Pass to Birch. Toronto working the ball around now. Count it. He's got 19.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lopez passes to Lopez. Jackson from long range. And the Bronx. Another three.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Fires for three. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lopez. And the Bronx, another three.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's Trent, and the Raptors tack on two more. It's the Nets now. On its way from Irving for two, and that one hits back iron. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Bronx on top, running away with this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome. First up on our own Shaquille O'Neal was involved in a rookie. And now let's take a look at the excellent first. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got LeBron James. Harden out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Kobe. And it's Durant in at the one spot. And Steve, along with everything else he does, Van Vliet's effectiveness as a playmaker is key for this team.
It is, Kevin. He makes great reads. He makes the right pass, and he doesn't turn the ball over.
The Nets making a switch here. Jackson is checked in for Harden. Lopez comes in for James. Lopez is checked in for Bryant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Durant. And it's finished off by Boucher.
Intelligent pass by Fred, knows how to get the ball to a ready shooter.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Lopez gets it to go.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Irving against Dragic. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. And on the way from Irving for three. And the Bronx, another three.
Kyrie is a real menace. He's a talented marksman who can bury you with threes.
And it's good. The back rim and in.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Here's Lopez. That three. off the mark. The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Fleet does is make winning plays.
Lopez passes to Jackson. Ball's not loose. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Goes up to the stripe. Good. That's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Over to the wing. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Irving. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Sinks the three-pointer.
How about his aggressiveness from three? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Raptors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Pass to Irving. It's Jordan on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Guarded by Jordan. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Boucher kicks to Van Vliet. There's the drive. Lopez with the block.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
It's tipped. They retain possession. Passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. The kick out to Lopez. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Dragic against Irving. Van Vliet looking around. That shot off the mark. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Jordan finds Irving. Inside. Boucher against Jackson. Outside Jordan. The Bronx needs to get off a shot here. The shot's good from Irving.
Shoot first kind of guard. Kyrie Irving doesn't waste any time.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Lopez. And the Nets, another 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Nets?
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Jordan, the pass to Irving. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
To stop the run. And Van Vliet, here we go. Michael Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Boucher kicks to Van Vliet. Takes it inside. Lays it up off the glass. Here's Irving. 11 points in the game. Launches a three. And the Bronx another three.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Van Vliet. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Lopez. And the Nets on. Another three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And Toronto turns it over again.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Van Vliet. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 15 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. The more plays they run through him, the better.
The Nets making a switch here. Yao, he's checked in for Jackson. Bird comes in for Brook Lopez. Bryant is checked in for Robin Lopez. And Chance subbed in for Kyrie Irving. So impressive the way Siakam has emerged as a #1 scorer.
He has a great handle for his size. The length is hard for any defender to deal with, whether Siakam's back to the basket or facing up.
And the first one at the line is good. All that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Ken Burge comes in for Chris Boucher. And Trent subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Rebounded by the Nets. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Releases from 15. Again. And the Nets for 2.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
With the crossover, rips it home after the terrific move.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Out to the right wing. Here's Yao. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. From 18 feet away. And again, it's Toronto converted.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Here's Champ, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
The 3, and the Nets on. Another 3.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, here's Trent. Third cover. Trent gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Got that one up quick. Champ's got 12 in the game. Siakam against Yao. Here's Birch. And that one, no question. Powered it down.
And I don't think anyone knew that Siakam would be this kind of playmaker coming out of New Mexico. In fact, I can almost guarantee it.
So for the Nets, Jackson, he's checked in for Harden. And Irving subbed in for Kobe. The pass to Jackson. Trying his luck from deep. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got his 4th rebound in this one. He slams it one-handed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Toronto's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Left side, Irving. Jackson from long range. Trey. The three-pointer. He's got 6. 1:19 left to play in the third. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. And the rejection by Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. The Bronx working now with a fresh shot clock. He tries for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Nets. Toronto shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Inside. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Champ. Bird outside. Here's Champ. The tray. You can't hit that time. Launches it. The three-pointer is right on target. 30 points in the game.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Pass to Trent. And here is Siakam. From 10 feet out.
What hustle from Kyrie on defense, outworking the shooter and getting the block.
And so it's the Bronx, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. But stranger things have happened. They've got Gary Trent, and it's Flynn in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Trent. Tough to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Irving from long range. And the Bronx, another 3.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Outside Griffin. From the arc. And the three ball. Is good.
Heavy. Incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
James covering, and he finishes nicely on the way.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Right side, Irving. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. No good that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Lopez covering, kicks it to Flynn. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a week?
It's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city. You wake up in, and I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key. Now, really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
The Raptors making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. The Bronx also with a sub. Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. Jackson up top, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Jackson gets the bucket.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Silva's shot is off.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And the basket is good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Flynn the pass to Watanabe. Into the lane. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Griffin. Flynn grabs the miss. And with the offense we've been seeing throughout the league this year, Steve, what are the chances someone breaks the Suns' record of 107 points in a half?
Wow, Kevin. We saw the Warriors put up 92 and a half a few years back, but that's still 15 points short. I think a team like the Warriors, the Brooklyn Nets, a few of them, if they get going from behind the three-point line, it's possible.
Flynn against Irving. Shot clock at 6. Griffin, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Flynn. He takes it in.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. You better watch out when LeBron is around.
He kicks it to Jackson. Griffin looking it over. Another miss by Griffin. Raptors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Outside Flynn. To the paint. Passes it to Trent. Over Irving. Trent can't hit. The Nets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to Griffin. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Griffin's got 19 points.
It's funny, at one point in his career, Griffin wouldn't have even attempted that shot. Much more confidence now.
Flynn with it. The pass to Silva. Back to Flynn. And he drives in. And the Raptors miss again.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Irving finds Jackson.
We see his playmaking ability. Each year it's been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Silva. They set the screen. Here's Flynn. And that one comes up a bit short.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Again, the Nets for two.
Well, LeBron garners so much defensive attention. That's how he's able to dominate the game as a facilitator.
Now here's Flynn. Pass to Watanabe. Positions aren't as easily defined, Smitty, as they used to be in the NBA. Most players have to play a number of roles now.
That's totally true, Kevin. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you are. Teams want guards who can crash the boards and big men who can dish it out. They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Pass to Flynn. Now, here's Trent. He's covered by Irving. And here's Trent. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And some changes here for the Bronx. James Harden, he's checked in for Jackson. Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Kobe is subbed in for Irving. The pass to Jordan. Toronto grabs the miss. Van Vliet outside. Ken Burks is checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Birch finds Trent. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
No way Dragic misses that wide open man. He plays good heads-up basketball.
Pass to Harden. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Harden's got 25 points.
when you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of every sequence.
Dragic the pass to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Birch. Off target from outside.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Jordan with the bucket.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Here's Dragic going inside. No good that time. Nice D from Bryant. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position. And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
No hesitation from Fred Van Vliet. Assertive off the catch and shoot.
James looking it over. Outside, Kobe. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Champ. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them a foul. Outside, Dragic. To the left wing. Here's Birch. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bronx.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And throughout his career, Dragic has been a leader. It's a natural fit for him.
Duncan Robinson called him the ultimate leader. Dragic, leader of his national team for a decade now. God just embraces the responsibility of it all.
So he gets them both.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Here's Jordan. It's blocked. Van Vliet outside. It's deflected. They recover it. Tries again. The shot misses. And here are the Nets. Now Harden. so no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with James Harden. James, this team adds on to its win streak. How important are nights like this as you move forward?
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up, so we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.
It is not where you start, but where you finish. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.